Hi, welcome to the podcast again, to the third episode. I, to start off, in the first two episodes, I realized a few mistakes, but that's great because that's why I want to do this. I want to do this podcast to first, have something to look back on, because eventually, throughout the years, maybe in like 10 years, I've forgotten about like certain details about my jobs and my life here. So it's not nice to keep it as a memory. Second of all, I would love to improve my speech in English and in general. I don't want to improve my accent or anything, but my speech. That's more important. And yeah, I realized also that when I get a little bit too excited, I scream. Obviously, it's me, but I need to like find a way to like put the microphone a little bit back so I don't like fuck someone's ears. So I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I was gonna say that I wanted to continue my story of how I ended up here in the Netherlands. Um, to be honest, this journey was kind of like the messiest, but the most fun. Because as soon as we stopped working in the coffee shop, we chose to like travel around, as I said, and I went to Ireland to visit my family, my Irish family. It's a long story, but it's the host family I had when I was living in Ireland when I was 15. I was really young, but it was nice, and I still like keep in contact with them, and I have like a really good relationship with all of them. So I went to visit for a few days, and my best friend also, she lives in Dublin right now. And I went also to Spain to see my family. I went on holidays as well. I was in Alicante. I convinced Paige to come to Madrid, and so she could experience like the Madrid life. Bro, that was awesome, bro. I told her, you're gonna experience Madrid life. It's not like you're gonna be a tourist here. Yeah, we can go see like some museums and that, because I also like going to museums. But I told her like, you're gonna meet all my friends. She couldn't meet all, but all of my friends. You're gonna go to the best bars. I'm gonna show you the best food ever. We're gonna go to the best parties. It's gonna be really, really nice. So it was. After that, we came back to Netherlands with like this energy that we were gonna eat the world, as I would say in Spanish. That means like you have a really good vibe, really good energy to just do anything. So we came back, and I started looking for jobs, but at the same time, we started like applying for the unemployment, because at this point I was like, listen, I could actually have like 3 months of unemployment here in the Netherlands. I could just use them because I don't know when am I ever gonna go back to Spain to live. So I can just use this and get a good amount of money for like nothing, and just do cool stuff meanwhile. Summer is about to start. I This is the perfect moment. So I went to but it was harder than I thought, because I was still living in Germany. So I was registered in Germany. And I went to the unemployment office here in the Netherlands in Nijmegen. I don't know how it's called because I forgot. But yeah, I went there, I applied. And there's one thing about the Netherlands I'll just mention in another video, I can't forget. But the administrations in general are amazing. It's crazy how good they are. Like, I'm just in love with them. They treat you so well. They bring you coffee. They are just the sweetest souls ever. Like, in Spain, that is one bad thing we have to improve. In Spain, we have so many good things, so many good things. And one day I'll mention all of them. But there's this one thing that we don't have, and is a good administration, a good system of like just administration in general. Like, unemployment, I was so afraid and so scared of going to an employment office because I thought they were gonna just tell me something about my Dutch because my Dutch is not so good, or like tell me that I need some paper that I don't have. Like just in Spain, they are so rude in general. Like I'm scared of going there. And here they're just so nice. Receptionist came and I spoke English because I was kind of like afraid they wouldn't understand my Dutch. So I was like, listen, we wanted to apply for the unemployment because we got fired. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I went with Paige. I'm so sorry, girls. Like, uh, I'll get you through someone now. Na na na. Do you want some coffee or tea? Da da da. I'm like, yeah. How much is it? Like, are you gonna kill me afterwards? Does it have venom? Like, I don't know what. And she was like, yeah, what do you like? Cappuccino? I'm like, yeah, cappuccino. Oh, yeah, I'll bring it to you right now. Excuse me? What? For free? Like, I was like, what kind of like deal with with I don't know. What is this? I don't like this, but they were just nice. That's how it works in this country. I was like, okay, not no, interesting. We got through, and apparently we had this whole problem because I was registered in Germany. And to get the unemployment benefits, you would have to be registered in the Netherlands, but not really. But yeah, so they would just like bounce me back and forth because I was registered in Germany, but I was paying taxes in the Netherlands. So it was a problem they wouldn't want to handle until someone in the office in Germany, they were like, okay, you need to ask for this kind of like permit, and once you have it, you can start getting like the unemployment. I was like, okay, fair enough. Thank you, I guess. And they, yeah, eventually I was like tired of it. I was having a coffee with Ailey, with my friend Ailey, and I said, listen, I don't think I'm gonna get the unemployment. I'm tired. I think it's gonna be easier if I find a job first rather than if I wait to get unemployment, because yeah, money is not like infinite. I'm not rich. Eventually I'm gonna need money again. And it's not maybe this month because I just got paid, but yeah, maybe if I wait 3 months I die. um so yeah, I was having coffee with Ali and he was like, you have your CV here, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, why don't you go? I was mentioning like this Spanish restaurant in town. And he was like, why don't you go right now? And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go now. Like, come on. Like, they open at 5 and it's like 3. And he's like, oh yeah, let's go. Like, they're doing some prep for sure right now. So someone is gonna be there. Okay, listen, I guess it's fine. I'll go. And I just went to the restaurant and my friend was like, just knock on the door and smile. That's it. I'm like, but I was like, listen, I'm not a shy girl, but I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't know. I'm scared of rejection. I'm scared of like, and there's also one thing about my personality. I hate being a beginner on something. Like, I've never had a waitress job. And I knew I would have to learn how to carry a tray, how to make drinks, how to like talk to people. And for some reason like that, I hate. I just want to be not the best, but be good at it. Like within the first day. And that's a problem I also have. And I need to start like knowing that nothing ever is like I'm never gonna be pro in everything. I'm just gonna check really fast that if there's gonna be rain or not soon, because I have to cycle to Lume. Oh no, amazing guys, amazing. Well, yeah, so I just go to Lume. I mean, no, to Tres Tintas. This is the restaurant. And I knock and I smile in the glass door, and that's how I met Fran. There's Fran there. I'm sorry, I need to sit better. There's Fran there, and he opens the door and I'm like, hola, I'm looking for a job. And Fran, he's also from Spain, so we speak in Spanish. And he's like, okay, let me think. And he's like, we actually need someone in the kitchen, but are you? Yeah, I guess you just want to work in like how do you say, bediening, so as a waitress. I'm like, yeah, I think so. I mean, I can try in kitchen, but I can't promise I'm gonna be good because I know how to cook. Another thing is to work in a professional kitchen, not like a, I don't know. So he was like, yeah, 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 I see. And he was like, okay, give me your CV and we'll think of an interview one day of this week. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So then I took some days. He'd never called me, and I started getting calls from this other Latin restaurant in the city. But I rather work in a oh my god, I'm here collapsing. Am I having a stroke? In a restaurant from my country so I can be good at it, like already, because of what I said earlier. Like, I just want to be able to explain the dishes easily and be able to, like, maybe speak my own language with some people. Well, if it was Latin, probably they speak Spanish as well. Okay, Diana. Am I dumb? Anyways. So it was really nice because I went to Fran one day. No, I went to a restaurant one day and I said to the girl, like, listen, I'm looking for Fran. I applied here and he didn't get back to me. And she's like, oh, come back tomorrow. He's gonna be here. Okay, great. I'll be here tomorrow. So I come around 4 or something, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, listen, I got an offer somewhere else, and I really want to work here. Like, honestly, this is my honest opinion. I really want to work here. So, but if you're not gonna get back to me, I need to just go somewhere else, because I need a job. He's like, okay, we'll hire you. Okay, fair. So I had my trial day at Tres Tintas. I wasn't great, I think. Obviously, if I don't know anything about the drinks, and I'm not really, I know I'm good enough to learn within like 2 days, but yeah, they wouldn't, anyways. So I did my trial day in Tres Tintas, and then I went to Lume to have a drink with Fran and the colleagues there, and yeah, that was nice. I enjoyed it, and eventually I started working in both places, in Lume and in Tres Tintas, both Spanish restaurants in the city. There's another one called Casa Valencia, but that one Fran doesn't own, because Fran has the full 100% of Lume and then a smaller percentage of Tres Tintas. But yeah, so I started working in both of them as a waitress, and that was kind of fun. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed like having to talk to customers. I improved my Dutch a lot. That's when I started working. Like, listen, I'll eventually do another video of my Dutch journey, which I need to improve right now because I'm kind of like stuck in the middle, literally in the middle. I can't really talk, but I can understand everything. So I just need to make that step, and I'm struggling a little bit. But yeah, shit, yeah, that's life, like shit happens. So I started improving my Dutch because I realized Fran speaks Dutch. Obviously, he's been here for like 15, 16 years, so he speaks. But now I started surrounding myself with a lot of friends that were from Nijmegen, from here. So, and they would speak Dutch. So I would start like understanding a lot, improving my Dutch. I would be able to like have smaller conversations, and I made myself like this speech, so I can have a full conversation, like just the full interaction that I would have with a customer in the restaurant. It would be in Dutch. So I prepared myself for it, and yeah, it was nice because I started like feeling like really proud of myself, and people were noticing like, oh my god, your Dutch is so good, and you've been here for what, for a year and a half? That's crazy. Like, you're really good, like that. So I was like, thank you. And yeah, nothing much. Like, I really enjoyed having that job, but I started noticing that I enjoy something else more. And that was when I went back to the coffee shop. I never had hard feelings with the coffee shop. Like, I still had a good relationship with them. I would go by and stop and like talk to them because I really love everyone there. I loved my colleagues. Oh my god, my hair got dry in this video. That's crazy. Um, and yeah, that was nice. I enjoyed it. And for some reason, they called me to have me back. They had this huge plan of like renovating the whole inside, the back, the lounge. They started like painting the walls, changing all the furniture, and it became something like really cool, something that I really enjoyed looking at because I saw what we can do with this. So I went back to work in the coffee shop and we did this event, this whole thing, this like huge opening of the new Dreadlock. It's called Dreadlock, by the way, the coffee shop. We did a party, we invited like the local rappers and DJs of the city, and like we did food, we did free goodie bags, like a bunch of stuff. And people really like, wow, they were like, oh, this place has changed. So I talked to them and I was like, listen, I'm gonna become a freelancer and I'm gonna start like doing this on a regular basis. Eventually, we did another event a month later for Halloween, and that was also amazing because it was a collab with this party that we have here in Nijmegen with Nyasa, and that was really cool. Like, it was another vibe. It was way better organized because in the first one I was only focused on like small things that could be easier to manage if I didn't, if I had some experience in advance. But anyways, I really enjoyed it. So because of these things that I was doing in the coffee shop, I became a freelancer. Another thing, that system, that administration, the Chamber of Commerce, they were so sweet. The lady in the reception, she was like, do you want me to take a picture that you just became like you have your own company? And I'm like, oh my god, I have my own company. I was freaking out. And then I started like eventually getting more clients, and now I have 4 clients. Not too long ago, like a month ago or something, I had a talk with Fran, the owner of Lume. By the way, I became really close with him and with this girl because yeah, we just have a lot of fun, and it's kind of like they have become family for me in a way because they take care of me, and like such a good care of me, and they give me good advice because they're older, so they can, I don't know, I feel like they're my older siblings, and in return, in exchange, I give them good things, good promotion, good another kind of like, I don't know, but it's without like even thinking about it, so it's nice. I started working less and less in the restaurants because I was working like 5-6 days a week, and now I'm working like 2 or 3, so I can have more time for this. Also, I want to like start doing more social media for myself. So yeah, that's my story, and now I'm here. I forgot to say, but before August, the house that we had in Germany, we found this place in Nijmegen. It's close to Hattert, so it's like a 20-minute bike ride or 15, depending on how much energy you have. But yeah, it's kind of far, and we have to leave it in 27 days. And I found something already, thank God, because I was like freaking out. But these months here were nicer because I had to get rid of the car. Paige and I, we don't depend on each other so much anymore. Like, I'll make a video about this also, but Paige and I, we had a relationship that we were like so dependent on each other. It was never toxic, obviously, but it was kind of like tiring eventually, because we would work together, live together, share the same foods, cook together, do laundry together, drive together, and we would also have the same social life. So we would never be away from each other. Right now, bro, I barely see her. It's not, I don't like that so much because I really enjoy. She's like my sister. I swear we even look alike. But yeah, she has a different job now. I have a different job. I have also different social life as well. And she does. She has hers. So I don't know. It's good. But now I'm gonna cry, sir. She found another house, another room. So did I. So now we won't live with each other, and that's really sad. Really sad. But yeah, that's the whole drama of how I ended up where I am. Obviously, I would have to like mention 100 more details, but this is how I got here. And my plans for the future, obviously, is to do freelancing 100%, 100%. Maybe like still work in the bar every now and then, have maybe more clients, live maybe by myself eventually. And oh my god, I'm saying eventually a lot in this podcast. But I mean, that's why I'm doing this, to improve my speech. Okay, Antia. And just like have a good life, have a good routine, and not be absorbed by social media as I am now, because I can't. I'm having kind of like problems with mixing job and social media to just entertain myself. And I get lost every time I go open Instagram to find like this video, and then I ended up like watching 10 reels in a row. For what reason, I do not know, you know? So it's just like I need to start focusing on different things. And, but yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. From next month, everything is gonna be different. So I really, really hope this is like better, which is already like perfect, you know? But I think next year is gonna be a really, really good year. And that will want me to, like, I just want to stay here forever. I don't know. This is a really nice country to live. Oh, I'll make a video about it again. Like I have to make so many videos about so many things. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to Lume to see Fran because he's gonna help me out with some things. See, that's what I mean. He's so sweet. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye.